Hello, welcome back to StL Uh Oh. This is where I like to look at the St. Louis Police's Twitter page, and boy oh boy do they have some goodies. I usually do this format on my cell phone, a shorter video. This one's going to be a little bit longer because I'm doing this now on YouTube instead of TikTok and Reels, because TikTok has taken down almost every single one of these videos and I really enjoy doing them. So buckle up, let's go for a ride. This post was from January, and on Twitter, St. Louis, Missouri Police say, yesterday, District 3 officers executed a search warrant in the Dutchtown neighborhood related to an ongoing investigation. Suspected narcotics, a gun, and 2 stolen vehicles were seized. Officers took 4 adult men into custody. Safer STL. Hashtag Safer STL. Anyway, the photo, the evidence photo, I just fell in love with in a weird way. I thought it was hilarious. So let's take a look at what's his name? Patrick Star from SpongeBob in the tobacco pipe edition. And also they seized a double barrel shotgun, it looks like. And that looks like the only gun. Some weird badge. And some scales. You know what those are used for? Cooking, probably. Yeah, that sucks because that looks like a nice shotgun. It's got like the gold trigger. That's probably like one of their dad's shotguns, or like one of their granddad's shotguns that they just lost because they're doing dumb stuff. I really wish they had more information on the investigation, because it kind of seems like these guys aren't like rolling deep in anything. They did find 2 stolen vehicles. So I'm guessing investigation, or assuming the investigation, was probably about stolen vehicles, because carjacking in St. Louis, unfortunately, is a huge issue. Growing up, like you were always told, look before you get into your car, stuff like that. Of course, you never warm up your car in the wintertime. It's just something you cannot do in St. Louis. Even though now you have remote starts and stuff, so it's a little different. But, you know, that's St. Louis, baby. I feel like that's any city, really, but definitely St. Louis. Like, you're told, you get a car when you're 16, you're like, don't keep anything nice in this car or visible, and definitely be aware of your surroundings. So I'm assuming this was probably about stolen cars. But this sent me down a beautiful rabbit hole of SpongeBob SquarePants tobacco pipes. Now first I just looked up, I was like, is there really like a Patrick Star tobacco pipe? I'm saying that for YouTube purposes, and innocent until proven guilty, even though there was a couple possible illegal things in that soda cap. You know, possible. It could also just be a white Advil. It could have been crushing up some Advils and smoking them. Anyway, I found this, and apparently this Patrick tobacco pipe is kind of popular. And they were like all on eBay and all these different kinds of websites, and it just brought me down this weird rabbit hole of SpongeBob SquarePants tobacco pipes. Look at this. Here's some like weird different color Patrick, and his face is nuts. Like he's like messed up on tobacco. They did the SpongeBob's house, the pineapple under the sea. Imagine taking a tobacco hit out of that. Oh no, not my boy Gary. That's a snail bong, water beds and stuff. Whatever that means. Oh no, here's another weird one with Patrick. This one looks like you put the tobacco in Patrick's stomach and then you smoke it out of his brains. Oh, look at this one. This one's like a whole collection. The Rukio. Is that what it says? Rukio. It comes with like a tobacco ashtray, a little plate. What's that called? A rolling platter or something? A tobacco bowl. Wow, people really like their SpongeBob paraphernalia. That got me thinking, like, SpongeBob. That's like my generation. But if I was to buy a custom tobacco pipe, it wouldn't be SpongeBob. It would be Shrek. Look at that. That's just beautiful. It's disturbing and beautiful all in one. I'm glad I looked all this up, and I'm glad that you were here for the ride, all 4 of you, because I know YouTube probably will not push this video out, but it's okay, because I think this content needs to be made. Anyway, if you hated this video, call me a fatty boo baddie and move on. If you liked it, give it a tickle. Subscribe. At 200, I'm going to do something weird. 200 subscribers, I'm right there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. StL. Uh Oh.